The Netherlands reconsiders its heavy reliance on U.S. technology. Dutch society runs on American digital infrastructure, a dependence that is increasingly viewed as a national security risk. Brussels, a digital identity system that plays a central role in everyday life in the Netherlands, and is now partially linked to U.S. ownership, is forcing the country to reassess how dependent it has become on American technology providers. Nearly every resident in the Netherlands relies on DigiD, the National Online Identification System, to access essential services, from scheduling medical appointments to handling housing transactions and interacting with government platforms. Concerns emerged after it was revealed that a Dutch company supporting DigiD's infrastructure is in the process of being acquired by a U.S. tech firm. The potential transfer of control has triggered anxiety over whether the Netherlands is surrendering a critical digital asset at a time when geopolitical tensions are heightening scrutiny of foreign technological dependence. On Tuesday, as lawmakers on the Dutch Parliament's Digital Affairs Committee debated the issue, they were presented with a petition bearing 140,000 signatures urging the government to halt the acquisition. That represents a serious threat. A growing security concern. The controversy surrounding DigiD has reignited a broader debate that has been building for years. Traditionally a strong supporter of transatlantic cooperation, the Netherlands has deeply integrated U.S. technology into both its public institutions and private sector. That reliance is now increasingly viewed as a vulnerability, particularly amid renewed political pressure and rhetoric from Washington toward Europe. According to research released by the Dutch public broadcaster, roughly two-thirds of the domain names used by Dutch government bodies, schools, and other critical institutions depend on at least one U.S.-based cloud service provider, with Microsoft leading the market. "We are arguably the most Microsoft-dependent country in the world," said Bert Hubert, a cybersecurity specialist and former Dutch intelligence oversight official. Even the U.S. government itself uses less Microsoft software than the Dutch government. DigiD's ubiquity raises alarm. Scrutiny over DigiD's exposure to U.S. influence intensified in early November when American cloud services company Kyndryl, a recent spin-off from IBM, announced plans to acquire Solvinity, a Dutch cloud provider. While Solvinity does not own DigiD, it supplies the technical platform on which the identity system operates, a distinction that has done little to ease public concern. For nearly every interaction with public services, renting a home, seeing a doctor, or visiting a hospital, DigiD is unavoidable, Hubert explained. The prospect of a U.S. firm exerting influence over such a pervasive system sparked strong resistance among policymakers and experts. In a letter sent in mid-January to the government agency responsible for reviewing foreign acquisitions, a coalition of experts warned that placing critical digital infrastructure under American control could expose the Netherlands to service disruptions, manipulation, or even coercion. Lawmakers also fear that sensitive personal data could become more vulnerable. There is a real risk that the data could fall under the U.S. Cloud Act, said Barbara Kathman, a Green Left Labor lawmaker specializing in digital policy. That law allows U.S. authorities to request data from American companies even if the information is stored in Europe. The Dutch Ministry of Economic Affairs has since confirmed it is reviewing the transaction to determine whether it poses a national security threat. Kyndryl, for its part, said it has consistently complied with Dutch and European data protection requirements and intends to uphold all existing obligations tied to Solvinity as services. A warning for Europe. The proposed acquisition has amplified concerns that were already simmering across Europe. Last year, the International Criminal Court in The Hague discontinued its use of Microsoft services over fears that U.S. sanctions could compromise the court's independence. That episode, alongside the DigiD controversy, should serve as a wake-up call for Europe, said Sarah El-Boujdani, a lawmaker from the centrist D66 party. "We need a comprehensive assessment of where our most dangerous dependencies lie," she said. "In some areas, we must regain control and prioritize European providers." Several officials emphasized that this reassessment should focus especially on government systems and digital services citizens rely on daily. Core public services should never be outsourced to countries that have demonstrated a willingness to weaponize technological dependence, said Bart Groothuis, a Dutch Liberal member of the European Parliament. While collaboration with international technology firms remains unavoidable, Hubert warned against handing over systems that society depends on around the clock. Using ICT providers is necessary, he said, but entrusting essential public infrastructure to companies that can be bought by foreign interests is a risk no country should take.